Hello everyone, and welcome to my Royal Family official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Duchess of Kent has been a graceful presence at Wimbledon for many years, presenting awards alongside her husband, the Duke. The Duchess continues to be integrally associated with the competition in the public's mind today. However, Katharine Kent, as she is more commonly known, has never wanted publicity despite her 1961 marriage to the Duke of Kent, the Queen's cousin. In fact, in recent years, Katharine Kent has been more well known for her seclusion from public life. It was an unusual occasion for her to go to St. James's Palace and the future talent group Kids Music charity that she co-founded. When Katharine, now 90, wed Prince Edward, now 87, a distant cousin of the Queen, she became a member of the royal family. The Duchess, who was raised in the affluent Worsley family, dedicated the next 30 years to serving the monarchy while traveling the globe with the UNICEF Children's Organization. But she was also trying to figure out how she might contribute locally. Here, we take a look back at the legacy left by the Duchess of Kent, including her secret other life as a piano instructor. Katharine was Sir William Worsley's only daughter and youngest child. She was born in February 1933. Hovingham Hall, outside of York, where she was raised, has been in her family from the early 18th century. The Queen has quipped that she frequently wished her father had a different job as a child, even though he was the president of Marylebone Cricket Club. In an interview with Oxford Mail in 2010, Katharine said she wished Sir William had a job at the neighbouring Rowntree's factory, since the fathers of her friends' children frequently brought sweets home. Katharine first discovered her lifelong passion when she started playing the piano, violin, and organ as a young girl. She declared to the Journal that music was the most significant aspect of her life, the ultimate goal and purpose of everything. Despite the fact that no one in my family has a musical background, I have always loved music. Katharine first worked in a nursery in London and then a children's home in York before enrolling in Miss Huber's finishing school in Oxford to study music. She initially met Prince Edward in 1956 when he was working at Catterick Garrisons, which was close to her home. The pair announced their engagement in March 1961, 5 years later, and were married in June. She wore a dress by John Kavanagh and the Kent diamond and pearl fringe tiara to their wedding. The Duke and Duchess of Kent might have wed at Westminster Abbey, but Katharine was adamant that she wanted the ceremony to take place in her native Yorkshire, and she reputedly still refers to herself as a Yorkshire gal to this day. As a result, York Minster, which hadn't hosted a royal wedding in for almost 600 years, was chosen by the bride and groom. In addition, Katharine was the first woman to marry into the royal family in more than a century without having a title. The couple went on to have 3 children: Lord Nicholas Windsor, age 52, Lady Helen Taylor, age 58, and George Windsor, Earl of St. Andrew, age 69. However, the couple experienced 2 terrible miscarriages in the 1970s, which caused Katharine to temporarily retreat from public life. Katharine developed German measles in 1975 and miscarried as a result. She gave birth to their stillborn son Patrick 2 years later. The Duchess opened out about the episode, which had sent her into a depressive spiral, in a 1997 interview with The Telegraph. "It had the most catastrophic impact on me," she claimed. "I didn't realize how terrible something like that could be for any lady." Initially, Katharine said she threw herself back into her royal responsibilities. However, a short while later, she was sent to the hospital for 7 weeks of treatment. The mother of 3 continued, "I'm not at all ashamed of that patch. Although it was a bad time, once I got out and back in the real world, I immediately realized that, terrible as it was, it did happen to a lot of people." Prior to her departure from the royal family in the 1990s, Katharine was renowned for handing the Wimbledon champions trophies to them. The Princess of Wales has since taken over this duty. In 1993, Jana Novotná notably displayed her softer side when Katharine consoled her on the court as she sobbed after losing to Steffi Graf. After more than 30 years of serving the monarchy, Katharine formally retired from public life in 2002. Her husband, nevertheless, is still an active part of the royal family. The mother of three soon relocated to Hull and started teaching music at Wansbeck Primary School. The Duchess offered, after overhearing the head, mentioned the dire need for a music instructor. She spent 13 years working at the institution. When I was teaching, the first thing I began to notice was the power of music as a stimulant to give these children confidence and self-belief, she stated in an interview with Alan Titchmarsh. I started to see that happening frequently. Some of the students I taught haven't necessarily gone on to become musicians, but the confidence it gave them allowed some of them to join the army and some of them to attend college when they might not have otherwise. I realized I was teaching some very, very brilliant kids because I've always liked talent and the thrill it gives you when you see it. She claimed that music had the ability to assist kids go through the imagined Berlin Wall that surrounds some impoverished neighborhoods. The Duchess fervently exclaimed, "Oh my goodness, is it underrated?" when asked whether music is undervalued in schools. I would adore it if at the GCSE level, one of the arts was required. I believe that would be fantastic. I was scared when someone asked me the other day why music wasn't more well-liked than football, but I quickly realized that music is considerably more well-liked than football. Everyone in the world dances to music. There is not a single person who does not. Katharine requested that her HRH designation be revoked in a letter to the late Queen in 2002, while she was still a teacher at the institution. "You're happier as Mrs. Kent?" Mr. Titchmarsh questioned. "Were there obstacles because I was the Duchess?" "I never even considered it," she said. "I never questioned it. I just was Mrs. Kent." The Duchess founded the music charity Future Talent after retiring from teaching with the intention of assisting musically talented kids in their development. The non-profit currently collaborates with orchestras like Manchester's Halle and links primary and secondary schools with them. The Monarch also shows that they are not technophobes by utilizing an iPhone app that recognizes songs just by listening to them. "I have Shazam on my iPhones, so if I don't know a song and love it I can find out," she claimed. The 89-year-old, who is wed to Prince Edward, the Duke of Kent, the cousin of the Queen, stated that she has an open mind when it comes to music in an interview with the Sunday Telegraph in 2022. She admitted to the newspaper, "I'll listen to anything. I simply adore music. I don't really listen to recordings. I just catch things on the radio. I'm content if it makes my feet tap." The Duchess had a soft spot for the Lose Yourself singer as well as a former NWA member, despite the fact that she acknowledged she did not know all the names of rappers. "Even beatboxing is something I enjoy," the Duchess said. The Duchess most recently made a rare public appearance alongside her husband on their wedding's 62nd anniversary in early June. Following a performance by the Future Talent group, Katharine joined the Duke at St. James's Palace, where a painting of her was revealed by her daughter, Lady Helen Taylor, 59. In order to promote music discovery among young people and those from low-income homes, the Duchess and Nicholas Robinson launched the organization. The concert was planned to honor the Duchess of Cambridge's 90th birthday in February, and her caring husband asked that it also be held on the occasion of their wedding anniversary. The Duchess is thought to have made her first appearance with her husband since she attended Princess Eugenie and Jack Brooksbank's wedding in 2018. The Duchess missed the Queen Elizabeth's funeral last year and King Charles' coronation in May. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.